With me once again for the 59th season of the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo is Zoo Director Rick Schuiteman. It's always an exciting time of year, isn't it, Rick?
Oh, my gosh. It's so exciting just to see the kids come back and excited to be in the zoo again and see animals and be outside, and the parents excited to have something to do with the kids.
Yeah, no kidding. They start to go stir crazy a little bit, and we're like, where can we go? The zoo. Let's go to the zoo.
Yes, absolutely, and we love it. 59th season. Unbelievable.
So what do we have? Is there anything new this year, Rick, that we can look forward to? We look forward to going to the zoo anyway, but is there something new that people might go to first this year, or just some updated stuff?
Yeah, so there's a couple things, some updates happening in the zoo, a couple of things you might notice right away. Over at our Swamp Monkey exhibit, we've removed some of that mesh, so it's a nice new glass paneling, so you can get really close to the animals and sit on a little ledge and look right at the Swamp Monkeys. Over at the Tiger exhibit, we've completely redone their interior space, so it's unrecognizable. It's beautiful natural rocks and a little river, and there's a wonderful cave, and we're calling it a catio where the cats can lay out. So it really looks really beautiful for them. We're thrilled with that. This year, we're adding chicken feeding. I know it sounds unusual, but I hear it's really popular at some zoos, and so we're going to try chicken feeding over at the family farm.
No kidding.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I think people like interaction with animals any way they can get it, and that, the goats are always a huge hit for me. Man, I love going to see the goats.
Yep, and the goats are still there. You can brush them, you can feed them, and then you can just walk across the pathway and feed some chickens. We also added a new nature play area over in the African part of the zoo, where kids can just kind of run around, get the energy out, and just have lots of fun playing. It sounds just kind of like a typical playground, but I tell you, they're going to love it, and it's just a great way to play and get energy out while you're exploring the zoo.
It is amazing that it's 59 years, not to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm sure for the 60th anniversary of the zoo, there's got to be some spitballing, some brainstorming going on. Is there anything that you can tell us about next year that you guys might be working on?
Oh my gosh, we're just opening, and you're already talking about that next year.
I know.
Well, you're right. No, we are working on some things. We've got some plans, but this year we have a new exhibit open on Memorial Day weekend. So we still have a little over a month away. It's called Red Panda Ridge. And that new area, like I said, will open on Memorial Day weekend. Guests can see the adorable red pandas. They can see muntjac, and then several Asian birds in the new aviary. So we have completed a whole new themed area up on we call it the hill area of the zoo. So Memorial Day weekend, guests are going to want to come back to see that because that will be a whole new space.
So we got chicken feeding, we've got this, we've got the catio going on. Rick still avoided the question about next year, but we're going to let that slide. But yeah,
I'm going to have something to talk about next time, right?
I hear. Well, hey, enjoy the zoo again this year. I know you look forward to having everybody out there, and you just love it here. We love having you here, and thanks so much for coming on K105 and talking about the zoo's 59th season, and everybody loves to go to the zoo.
You bet. Thank you for letting me join you today, and see you around the zoo.
Podcasts by Federated Media.